Hello, welcome to our channel DefRoute. I am Myra and we are going to unlock the secret of CSS with our comprehensive playlist. Cascading Style Sheet CSS is a style sheet language used to describe the presentation of your document written in HTML or XML, including XML deselects such as SVG, MathML, and XHTML. CSS describes how elements should rendered on a screen or on paper or in a speech or some other media devices. We are going to cover CSS using our HTML document. HTML and CSS are both fundamental technologies used in web development, but they have some difference. HTML is used for creating the structure of your web content. It defines elements that make a web page like a heading, paragraph, list. On the other hand, when we talk about CSS, it is a style sheet language used to control the presentation and appearance of your elements of web page. It allows developers to define styles such as color, font, spacing, and more to enhance the visual appearance of the content. To start with CSS, there are two requirements. One is you need a web browser, and second is you need a code editor. So I am using Visual Studio as my code editor. Don't worry if you do not know how to download Visual Studio. I have a separate video for you. So to start with CSS, first I need a HTML file. I'm creating an HTML file index.html. This is my HTML file. To write a basic structure of HTML file, explanatory mark and press enter. This is the basic structure of my HTML file. Inside the body tag, I need to write a paragraph. So to write a paragraph, I need a p tag. I am learning CSS. Don't worry if you do not know HTML, you can visit our separate playlist for HTML. So let's preview our web page in live browser. Right click, open with live server, and this is our web page. You can see I have a paragraph over here and the font of paragraph is so small and the color of font is black. I want to reset the font size so that it can be more readable, and I want to change the color of my font as red, as I like red. So to change the color of my font and to change the size of my font, I need to change the style of my paragraph tag. I need to change the appearance of my paragraph tag. For that, I need to use CSS Cascade Style Sheet. So first I need to create my CSS file. Firstly, I am creating a folder to maintain all my CSS file in a single folder. Inside my CSS folder, I am creating my file style.css. Okay, this is my CSS file. I want to change the appearance of my paragraph. So I want to change the appearance of my p tag. So I am writing p, the tag which I want to change, curly bracket. Inside curly bracket, I want to write the property I want to change, which is color, colon. It is like color, colon. The value which I want to set red. I also want this line is called the declaration. Property and the value, property colon value, this is called the declaration. I also want to declare font size. For that I need a property font dash size value colon value, value is 32 pixel, then save. As I have two different declaration, I need to use semicolon after each declaration. Okay, now let's see what changes we have in our page. We have no changes in our page. Why? Because our HTML file still does not know about style.css. So to let our HTML file read our styling file, we have to use a tag inside our head tag, which is a link. For that I need to write link colon CSS. So our Visual Studio created our link tag. REL is equal to style sheet, which means we are going to link our style sheet. And inside our href we have to mention the location where our CSS file is. So our CSS file is located inside folder CSS. So I am writing \CSS \file name. Now save it. This time our color of our paragraph is changed to red. The font is also improved. There is this way of declaring your CSS file is called an external declaration of your styling. The external styling. This is called the external styling. For internal styling, you could use our tag called style tag. Inside a style tag, you have to mention the tag name, which is P, then curly bracket. Inside the curly bracket, you have to mention the property you want to change. This time I want to set the color as blue. So now my font color is blue. What the browser is going to do is it is going to first read your style file as mentioned in href in link tag, then it is going to read your style tag. When your browser read your style.css, is it read the font color as red. But when your browser read the tag of style, now it read the font color as blue. So the lastly read property is set in the web page, on the web page. So if I relocate my style tag just after my link tag, just after my style tag, what happened this time? My browser is going to read the style of paragraph color blue, then it is going to read style sheet, which is the style of paragraph color red. This time our browser will show font color as red. There is also a third way of declaring your style sheet, which is called internal styling or inline styling. Sorry. For inline styling, you have to mention an attribute called style is equal to. This time you do not have to mention the tag name because you are directly writing inside your tag. So you have to write the property color, and this time I am going to set the color as blue violet. So let's see what happened. Now our color is changed to blue violet. Sorry, this is my mistake. Now our color is changed to blue violet. If I change my font color inside my inline style font size inside my styling, what happened? Now our font size will also changed. The best way of styling is an external styling because it maintains the separation of concern. You do not have to write your HTML code and CSS in a single file. You can maintain your CSS separately and your HTML separately. Writing inline styling will be a messy. It will create requirement of redundant code. If you need to write 5 paragraphs, then you need to add style attributes separately in each paragraph. So this is not a good way at all. So in our upcoming videos, we are going to use external style sheet for CSS. Thank you. Thank you for joining us today. Stay tuned for more insight on the fascinating world of technology. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and comment. Thank you.